Hello Aries, welcome to my channel. Adrian here, psychic medium and regression hypnosis practitioner. Hope that you're doing really well. Welcome to your reading. This is a mid-November reading and the focus is on love. Alright, so remember this is a general reading. Please take it as it resonates. And if you would like to support my channel's growth, I would really appreciate you liking the video. And also remember to hit that notification bell and that all notifications so you know when your weekly readings are coming out. All right, without any further ado, let's get started. We are going to use the Osho Zen Tarot for the start of your reading, and that is to just get your current space, what is heading towards you, and also the recent past. We're going to clarify using the Triple Goddess Tarot, and then we're going to end off by drawing you an oracle card from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Links for all of those cards are down below in the description. Alrighty. There's also a link for the free as well as the paid courses that I have. There's a free oracle card reading course which is really cool. So let's look at it. Oh, whoa, you might be in for big beautiful surprises. All right. Okay. Whoa. All right, overall energy, you have got the creator, which is a one sort of energy. It's a fire energy. It's about emotions. All right. Wonderful reminder here for you, Aries, right in the very start of your reading, is that your experience of life is determined by your subconscious truth about yourself, what you accept as true for you, what you value as truth for you, your value in this world, and love is no exception. All right. So if you want to have love or you want to go to that next level and you want it to work and you want it to be beautiful, Aries, it is time to, for those of you that are, sort of fearing maybe some concern or maybe, maybe like a bit of a sense of despondency, fear, uncertainty, that sort of thing, you're going to be like, okay, so fear, I get you. We're not going to try to get rid of you, but you're going to have to park it over there, all right? Because it's time for you, I would say, Aries, to really start being open to what is it that you really want from love. Not what it is that you should, or what are your options, or what is COVID determining. What do you want? Simple truth. Capital letter W. What do you want? Question mark. Bold. All right, because especially for those of you that feel like you're tripping from this point to that point and nothing is happening, when you don't give clarity to the universe can't give you clear manifestations, because remember, your experience of life is created from your inner world. The outer world technically doesn't exist. We conjure it from our subconscious mind, and by our perception we make it real, but the outer world consciously or like technically doesn't exist. And the same is for love. If you want to have that beautiful connection of love, you're going to have to become incredibly clear about what it is that you want to have, not how you're going to get it or how unlikely it seems or how impossible it seems, just what you want. The universe will take care of the rest for you, but it might also be time to do maybe some introspection to really have a good honest look at, what are the things that you are sort of giving your attention to, time to, that sort of thing. I mean, this is going to sound a little wild, but if you, for example, want to have a committed, monogamous, respected sort of relationship from both sides, you cannot be sleeping around. The two just don't correlate. All right. Remember, what you give out is what comes back to you. So cards that we have here for you for your recent past, we've got the Master, which is an additional card in the Osho Zen Tarot, and it reminds you of who you are, of your power, your creative power. Four of participation, which is the Four of Wands, and also change over there, which is really quite amazing. There is that Wheel of Fortune energy, basically. What you are being reminded over there, Aries, is that you have got what it takes. So some of you might feel maybe you need to make some changes within yourself, maybe I need to, I don't know, gain some muscle, or, get a bit more slim, or wear different clothing, or do something different, change my voice, whatever. You are reminded that first of all, you are this divine, incredible being. Fortune has been shining on you a lot, so a lot of you may actually be feeling a little confused from a space of having received maybe more attention than you expected or even wanted. The simple truth really is that you are marriage material, you are ready to go to that next level, you are ready for all of those type of things. But no matter how ready you are, you have to accept that readiness within yourself though. Okay? In your current space, you have got no thingness, which is usually in traditional tarot, that is the Hierophant, and you also have the Rebel there, which in traditional tarot is the Emperor. Okay, so 5, the Hierophant is Taurus energy, and the Emperor is Aries energy. Okay, so you're starting off your current space with your in your energy, because this is not nothing. This is everything. All right. I mean, how do you make things stand out in this world? You you put it against black, or you wear black, and I mean, it's scientifically proven that when people wear black, it is considered that they're more knowledgeable on what it is that they're talking about or what it is that they are doing. Suppression there with which is the 10 of Wands. Um, some of you have the idea that almost like you'd like to be with someone, but it's almost you're looking at all the things that, oh my goodness, then I have to do this, then I have to change that, and then I have to do this, and I have to get used to that. And it's like you're talking yourself out of a good thing. And you are being reminded here, because some of you, it almost feels like you almost want to tone yourself down a little bit. This is not who you are. You are being reminded here that you are, I mean, even the calmest Aries, you're a bit of a wild one. You're like that kite that goes across the air and like boom, 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 hit into other people's kites. Not because you mean to be nasty, but maybe just because you want to jazz things up a little bit. And you are reminded here that you want to hang with your crowd. Like if you want to do kite fighting, for example, you want to do kite fighting with people that are into kite fighting, because then all of you are going to enjoy it. But if you're going to sort of do that thing with somebody you just want to peacefully sit and just look at the kite in the air going, you're flying to their kite, they're not going to like it. So again, you want to be clear about what it is that you want, because I feel that you're very clear about who you are, which is great. But some of you feel that who you are might be too much for someone else to handle. And this is true. But the people that it's too much to handle for, those are not your people. Okay? And then we have conditioning over here for you, that one with the lion over there. All right. And that is sort of like in traditional tarot, there's the devil energy. Almost like that lion that believes itself to be trapped over there with ropes. And it's almost like, say like you conditioned in a certain way. You're a lion that grew up with sheep. You might believe yourself to be a sheep, when in fact you're not. You can actually eat the sheep. Ripeness, 9 of ripeness, which is the 9 of rainbows, which is the 9 of pentacles, and playfulness over there. This reading all is speaking about know who you are, remember who you are, embrace who you are, don't run away from who you are. When you can be that allness, that extra that is you doing whatever you do, you will attract the right people to you, because when you are fully you, your light shines so brightly. All right, let's clarify. Let's start with that creator in your overall energy. And I almost feel like it's like, for many of you, it's a space of where you think of love, you think of it as a spiritual experience. You might want to be dressed up and look all funny and funky and have little sparkling lights and whatever, but in essence, you want that core, beautiful foundational strength. You want somebody that you can trust. And somebody that will trust you. And I think the problem here is not so much you trusting someone, but what you actually want to open yourself to is the idea that you find somebody that trusts you, who's a very sort of, I would say almost like an intuitive spirit, because they can sort of pick up on energies. Don't try to run for the peeps that are exciting. Okay, I'm going to put these back because they fell out all over, but I had the Empress there. I had the moon energy in reverse, so be mindful of the emotions, and also the Ace of Wands. Oops. Let's just get that. All right, so what are we looking at? So you got the Seven of Swords, the Queen of Wands, and you also have the Judgment energy, which is that beautiful bright card over there. Judgment being about Pluto. What is the overall sort of thing? Because it's almost like Pisces, sorry, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Aries, this is almost one of those spaces of like, don't sweat the small stuff. Okay. um, what is it that you are willing to work on and build and grow with another person? So when you think of getting clear, think of those things. Not what are the things that say, oh, well, I don't know, and I know this, and da, 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 da. No. What is it that you want? What is it you're willing to grow with someone? What are the compromises that you are prepared to make? You know, what are the things that you are willing to grow? That sort of thing. Because it's time to release the things that you don't really want, because I feel that for some of you, you may experience a sense of, um, repeated disappointment. But with all due respect, the reason why a lot of you are experiencing that repeated disappointment is because you're not being honest with yourself. And when you're not honest with yourself, you're not honest with the universe. And whatever it is that you give to the universe, that is what the universe is going to give back to you. All right. It's not always the nicest thing, and I mean, obviously, if you're very serious about things like this, then I do have my mind unlocking course, mind unlocking psychic development. The details are in the description. Um, but it's time for you to become very clear about what it is that you actually do want, and not focus so much on what it is that you don't want and what they said and what they did and this didn't work and that. We are here now. What do you want now? Okay. What does your heart need? What are you longing for the most at, say, 3 o'clock or 4 o'clock in the morning when the whole world's asleep and you're awake? What are the things that are bothering you? Or what is the desires that you want? You know? Because I think at the end of the day, as humans, we all want the same stuff. We want closeness, we want kindness, we want togetherness. Apart from all the other stuff, we basically all want the same thing. We want a beautiful companionship. And I think especially when we look at spirituality, we really taught that you shouldn't go into those things. You shouldn't want to have love. And you shouldn't say, I feel lonely, because if you do, then you don't acknowledge your highest good. You are a human being first and foremost. Always remember that. Don't worry so much about the fairies and the butterflies and the dragons and the higher beings and the whatever. They are all part of you, and they're all wonderful, and they're all beautiful, and I work with them all the time. But remember, first and foremost, especially when you do grounding work, when you work with the earth, when you connect with the earth, you are a spiritual being, but your consciousness, by your own choice, is having a human being experience. Acknowledge that first. Let's look at participation there in the recent past, and I'm just going to draw this one card for it over there. What is this? Number 16, which is the Tower, which is Mars energy. Some of you are fighting against your own feelings. This is what you want, but then you're also like, well, I don't think I'm actually going to get it, so how must I be willing to compromise? There's no need to compromise, all right? We live in a universe where you can get whatever you want, because remember, you conjure up your experience of life. Thinking of, okay, well, what is it that I need to compromise, in a sense of, how is it that I need to dim myself down? That's what I mean by I said about compromise, not compromise we spoke about earlier on. How is it that I need to dim myself, make myself a little bit less, a little bit smaller, not shine so bright, not be so dilly crazy, whatever. I love Aries because you're all a crazy bunch of people, which I love because you're very yourself. But then also, what sometimes people don't know is that Aries can be very self-doubting, but you obviously hide it masterfully. But, when we speak about compromise here in this space, in your recent past, some of you may have really got into the spaces of, how do I tone myself down? You don't need to tone yourself down, okay? Let's look at your current space. I want to look at the suppression energy here in your current space. Look at what we got over here. 10 of Cups, 8 of Pentacles. Look at this, okay? It's time to own what you want to have, and to start something, like to basically own what it is that you want to have, to speak up for it, what it you have, to have the willingness to do what you need to do to get what you want to get, even if just to yourself initially, all right? Because remember, what happens inside is what life reflects to the outside. Because, and for those of you that just met somebody new, this could be the start of something beautiful, because I also see you starting off from a fresh start, which is great. It's almost like you meet something new, and whatever everybody else did before, suddenly it's like you don't even need to worry so much about what somebody did in the past. It's almost like instant forgiveness, which is beautiful. Now, let's look at this energy going forward. I want to draw one card for that conditioning energy over there. Six of Swords. Okay, be mindful. It's wonderful to. It's a bit of a warning for. It's great to be all in teamwork, to work together, all of those type of things. But remember, you don't have to be the captain of the ship. The ship can have two captains. They can be equally. And in fact, that's what you want to be open to. You know, you can be equally capable, willing, able, that sort of thing. Just it doesn't. You know, I feel that for some of you, it's almost like there's a unspoken agreement within yourself that you have to be the one that provides and does the right things. You don't have to. You want to be 100, meeting another 100, making 1,000 together, you know. Let's look at this playfulness energy, what's heading towards you. So you've got the Nine of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. There is that beautiful energy again. Might be time for you to take a break, just to yourself. And taking a break doesn't mean that you have to sit cross-legged all day and go, oh, you know. It could just be that you take some time for yourself. Nine of Pentacles, Four of Wands, as well as Ace of Wands. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want? This is the most powerful reminder, really, for you, Aries, that you are creating your own experience of life. And the question that you want to think about is, what do you want? And look at what's at the bottom of the deck. We've got trust. Whatever you want will come to you, all right? Because your emotions is really such a powerful creative tool. Let's see what we've got here for you in Oracle cards. Or card there on top that said miracles. There, I see it again. Let's see what we've got for Aries, please, for love. Aries, what is it that you need to know? Because now you know that you can create whatever you want. You know that you don't have to compromise. Your cards keep on falling. All right, valiant courage. Take action with passion. So spend time and energy focusing on what it is that you want. Begin now. Take your first step just now where you are. Simply, what do you want? And then take it from there. All right? In the flow, everything is smooth sailing there at the bottom of the deck. All right. So Pisces, I hope that it helps. If it resonates, I'd appreciate you liking the video, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. So if you hit that all button, obviously you get notified when your weekly readings are coming out. If you want to have a personal reading or you're interested in my personal services, training, coaching, or if you just really want to be motivated and be reminded of the beautiful, wonderful, incredible, timeless being that you are, then have a look at my website link down below in the description. Till next time, namaste, love and light.